Hey everyone, hope you're all having a good day out there. I don't know if you remember, but it was kind of a while back. I was doing this series called Building Your Collection, and I'm actually still doing it. It had just kind of been a while since I'd posted a video. I currently have Building Your Collection videos on eyeliner, blush and bronzer, and eyeshadow. So if you want to check those out, a really easy way to just kind of pull up only those videos is if you go to my channel and then where it lists all my videos, it shows like 9 of them or something. You go to that area and then there's a little search box. So you can just type in Building Your Collection in that box and then it'll pop up any videos that are of that type so you can just watch them all. So anyway, this one's going to be about concealers, and I just thought, you know, it's just I'm eventually going to get through everything, so I just thought, hey, I'll do concealers today. So, and I also, as I go through these, I'm going to have some high-end and less expensive options, just because we're all in different price ranges, or we all have different priorities maybe about what sorts of makeup we do want to spend a little more money on. So this will just kind of let you know what's out there. And again, this is geared toward people who may not have really much in their collection at all right now and are looking for, you know, just the right few products that they can add in and, you know, get the job done, basically. And then for those of you who already have great collections out there, this may just give you some ideas about a few, you know, products maybe you haven't tried before. So anyway, I'm going to start off with a concealer that is something you could use for imperfections all over your face, whether that's acne or an acne scar or a blotch for some reason or another. You really want to use a concealer for that type of thing that can truly match your skin, not be lighter than your skin, because I think there's a misconception that concealers have to be lighter than your foundation would be, but really when you think about it, what does light do? It highlights. So you want to really get something that will just kind of mask it and blend it right in with your entire look, okay? And for me, for my skin tone, I have a medium skin tone, and I think there's a pretty good range of colors for this, but it's the Maybelline Mineral Power Natural Perfecting Concealer. My color it's called Sand, and it's medium 0-1. This really is good because I don't know if you can get a look at that, but it really matches my skin. So when I put this on something, I usually don't tend to use it around my eyes. Like, I mean, if I'm in a hurry, I'll use it everywhere. But I have something special I'm going to tell you about in a second that I use for under eye. But just as far as, you know, a redness around my nose, this is great for that. Just any little, you know, spot that you wake up in the morning, you're like, not another blemish, you know, this will just cover it up really well. So, like I said, I think they do have a decent range of colors for the Mineral Power Concealer, and especially if you're a mineral makeup user, this will fit right into your regime just fine if you want to keep with the gentle mineral products. So, that's a good bet for just all over your face, no matter what you're doing. Now, for your under eye area, if you're familiar with my videos, you probably know what I'm going to bring up here. But if you do have the money available in your budget, or maybe this is a gift idea down the road, I really recommend the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer Kit. It is so great. What you get is, you get this nice little, it looks like this, and you get the concealer here in the top, and then, and my color is natural, by the way. And then in the bottom, you get a pale yellow powder, which Bobbi Brown is real big on yellow tone powder and using that to set things. And so I've read her books. I have like 2 of her books, and she is totally a believer, and you put your concealer on around your eye, and then you set it with powder, and that really locks it in for the day, you know. And so if you want to take that a step further, then you get the corrector too, which I have in Bisque, which is sort of a salmon-y color. So if I were using both of these, I would use the corrector, which I think of it as kind of the real heavy-duty side of this. I'd use that on like the inner corner here and the outside right there, and then I'd go kind of under the entire thing with the concealer. So that is a great option if you you know, have the means to get that. That is a really, you're not going to be disappointed at all with that purchase. The Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer Kit and the corrector. If you can only get one, get the Creamy Concealer Kit. So, but before I was using that, I was using a product I was actually pretty happy with, and it is the NYX or NYX or however you want to say it, concealer in a jar. It's pretty good quality too. I have this in light, and this is nice for using it just the same way for the under eye. I do like using concealers that are a little more creamy like this for under eye, not quite so liquidy, because I feel like they really cover. And this is a nice texture, a very comparable texture to the Bobbi Brown. I mean, it's just, it really blends easily. And this is, you know, just a little bit lighter. I feel like you can go a little lighter than maybe your overall skin tone on your under eye area, because that is an area you do want to brighten. And especially, you know, early mornings, if you get kind of dark circles there, you can get away with using something a little lighter. And then you would, this doesn't come with the little powder you would set it with, so you'd want to use something separate there. But that's the NYX concealer in a jar. That's available for like $5 on cherryculture.com, whereas the Bobbi Brown is, again, I always mention it, and then I'm like, I can't remember how much it is because I didn't get it for myself. Tyler got it for me. You can get it on QVC.com, which is where you might find the best deal, and then you can also go to Bobbi Brown's website. But just check that out. Just it's you know, up there with the, as far as the cost of high-end makeup. It's not, it's out of the drugstore range. Let's put it that way. So anyway, there's your under eye concealer options. In my opinion, some good ones to try. Now, you may be thinking, so if setting your concealer is so important, what do you do if you just have this? Well, you want to have a separate setting powder. I'm going to give you a couple options there too. I like Everyday Minerals concealer in Abbott's Perk Me Up is the color. And this is, I think, kind of described on the website as a combo of like a peach powder and a yellow tone powder. So that is ideal for setting under eye makeup. Sometimes I'll even use that just in place of what's down here in the Bobbi Brown, because I kind of want to conserve it. You know, I don't want to use up all the Bobbi Brown powder right away. So I'll use the Everyday Minerals like this to just set it. It works just, it really works almost just as well, I would say, as the Bobbi Brown. So it's a good light tone. You can use that all over your face, or you could just use it as is, since it's pretty good coverage. It's Everyday Minerals concealer. You know, on a day when you just kind of wanted to do your face really quick, you could just use that and do that for your under eye. However, this is available on everydayminerals.com. It's not too expensive. It's less than $10, I believe. But if you want something, you know, a drugstore purchase, the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder is a very economical choice. I use it in Naturally Beige, and my gosh, look how much you get. And you can use this all over your face as a nice loose powder to set your makeup look, and you can get this for, you know, just a few bucks at your drugstore. So that you can also just use as your under eye concealer setting powder. Just be aware that, you know, you really do need to set what you put there, because from what I've read, and I've read up a lot about this, you want to use a little brush to do it if at all possible, because when you use, and this one's from Essence of Beauty, you can get it at CVS. And when I say work up to your under eye, I mean like actually, like if my liner wasn't here, I usually do this before I would do my eye makeup. You want to get that right up to, like up to your lower lash line, because you would be surprised at the slight amount of discoloration you can get there, just whether it's redness or just, you know, not quite looking up to par with the rest of your face. So that is, you know, with your application, you really want to get it right up in there. So I use that brush to do that, and then I have a cheap concealer brush that I got a while back from Walmart. I don't even know if it's a brand at all, and I would dip that in the powder and then use this to go in and actually set it with some powder. And that in turn is going to help, if you do work it up to there, set it with the powder. Once you put eyeliner on, your eyeliner is going to stay quite a bit better too. So if you're one of those people that has a chronic issue with eyeliner, you know, coming down on your eye, you might consider putting your concealer on, setting it with, and don't be skimpy on the powder. You're really not going to probably, with these loose powders, it's hard to overdo it. I'm serious. Like, when I put the Bobbi Brown powder on, that is some sheer stuff. And she encourages you to liberally apply that because, you know, that is what is locking that in for you. And it also tends to help out with, like I said, the liner issues. So, thanks a lot for watching this video. Went a little long, I guess, but just had kind of quite a few things I wanted to touch on with this. But I hope for those of you who are building your makeup collection, this is some worthwhile information for you, and I hope you, if you try out what I've recommended, I hope you really enjoy it. So thanks for watching.